I'll tell you one thing that
Hey, when my girls start to trip and hate before escape, I call Sirius XM 98. Yeah, Thursday, Foxxhole 7 to 9 to talk to ZoWilliams before I lose my mind. Yo, I need advice on my relationship, cause I'm about to start breaking. I can't take it no more. I got to holler at Zo, the relationship pro. Before I pack up and go, I got my foot out the door, and then for leaving. But first, let me holler at Zo, the voice of reason. I got one foot out the door, and then for leaving. But first, let me holler at Zo, the voice of reason.
The voice of reason is back in the building for another installment of one of my favorite shows. 100 Points of View, Open Line Thursdays. Man, so many things are going on in the world right now. I just felt like I got to hear from my peoples. I got to hear from the callers. You guys know how the phone lines work. 855-369-9898. That's 855-FOX-9898. Today's topic, Open Line Thursdays, 100 Points of View. You know how this works. I need you to call me right now if there's anything on your mind, if there's anything going on. You guys heard about this situation out here in my hometown, Pasadena, California. A similar situation to the Trayvon Martin case. Stirring up a whole big brouhaha. When I come back, I'm going to hit you on points and let you know what's actually happening in our community. Dude, I have a question before I leave, though. I want y'all to think about this. 855-369-9898. I want you to follow me on Twitter at ZoWilliams. I'm about to take a quick break, but before I leave, let me hit you with this question. Are relationships between black men and women, are they the most difficult to maintain? We already know relationships are difficult. Period. Smartest man in the world, allegedly, Albert Einstein, right? Had terrible relationships. You know, we get enamored by relationship specialists and, you know, we're all flawed. All of us. You know, everybody's flawed. Relationships are very challenging, very, very, very difficult. But are black relationships the worst to maintain, the hardest to maintain? Are black relationships the most unforgiving? Somebody call me right now, 855-369-9898. I'm about to take a quick break. But when I come back, phone lines open up. I'm going to read a couple of news headlines, and I'm going to give the floor to you. It's your time to shine. 30 seconds or less. The 100 Points of View show. ZoWilliams, Voice of Reason, Foxxhole Radio, Sirius XM 98. I'll be back in 2.2. Let's get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, are you going through a heartbreak right now? Are you currently staying in Heartbreak Hotel? Somebody call me right now if you're going through a difficult time. You can get it off your chest tonight. It's Open Line Thursdays. That means whatever is bothering you, whatever is eating you, call me right now, 855-369-9898. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to say whatever it is you want to talk about. If there's a news story out there, a news article, maybe a question on your mind like, is the word nigga, is it now an accepted multicultural term? It doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to everybody. Every race. I've seen Asians walking down the block nigging each other up. I mean, nigga-ing each other up. Like, for real? Just because you're wearing some Jordans, that means you got access to nigga now? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. What do you think? 855-369-9898. Whatever is on your mind, you can talk to me. Are black women tired of waiting for the black man to step up to the plate? Are they now starting to leave us in droves because other ethnicities are better suited, a better match even? 855-369-9898, huh? What about that story in Pasadena that I alluded to earlier? Okay? A federal lawsuit alleges the wrongful death in fatal police shooting of an unarmed teen in Pasadena. I'm from Pasadena, so I understand what Pasadena police like. Pasadena police ain't no joke. They, you know, Pasadena ignorant. A lot of people think Pasadena Rose Parade and all of that. Go up past Colorado where everybody's sleeping on the street January 1st. Go up past Colorado. Go on and see how it really is. It's a cold situation. And for many years, you know, per capita, it's only, about 140,000 people? But per capita deaths up in Pasadena, it was ignorant. I got all kind of Bloods and Crips and Latino gangs. It's ignorant. Trust me, PDL, Pasadena Devil Lane. I'm just saying, it's cold situation. I'm just saying. So I understand the police situation there. The parents of a college student who was shot and killed by Pasadena police alleged in a federal lawsuit that their son's death was a part of a pattern of abuse by the department and that the investigation reeks of a cover-up. All right, another unarmed kid shot and killed. 855-369-9898. You want to talk about it? Police blamed McDade's fatal shooting on Oscar Carrillo's 911 call, claiming he had been robbed at gunpoint by two men. Of course, everybody who's robbed at gunpoint must be black. I'm just saying, Michael Moore pointed that out in his movie, right? What was that, Fahrenheit 911 or whatever? Maybe I'm referencing the wrong movie, but, you know, Michael Moore pointed that out when he talked to the producers of Cops. Hey, it's just better television when we're chasing black people in a broken down Cutlass. 855-369-9898. It's just better TV. Nobody's going to believe a white man swallowing crack. They're just not going to believe it. It's just too much great footage out here in the inner city for us to pass all of this up. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial if you want to talk about it. The young man who was killed, 19 years old, only 2 years older than Trayvon Martin. You know, Kenyon, you know how we name, you know. That's why they done told black people, you can't name your kids no more. But I love Trayvon. You know, he's a symbol now. And that's dope. If you're going to die, go out as a symbol. You know. But at the end of the day, there's another kid that's dying. Are we going to hoodie up for this kid? Right? 19-year-old. His name was Kendrec McDade. Shot and killed March 24th. And there's an uprising in Pasadena. I'm just saying. It's a cold situation. Somebody call me right now and tell me what you want to talk about. I got questions, and then I'm going to the phones. I see the phone lines are on fire. 855-369-9898. They're on fire. And I got so many questions. Oh, my God. And you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just open up the phone line because I really want to hear what y'all got to say. I had another question, though, that was crazy. About the black woman, and Corey Holcomb gave me this question. You know. Is the black woman's favorite tool of revenge against the black man the white judicial system? Damn. Corey Holcomb gave me that one. 855-369-9898. I'm opening up the lines. I'm opening them up. You got 30 seconds. I'm going to get out your way. You got 30 seconds. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. Black ass Kenny. Numero uno. Let's talk.
Hey, what up, Zo?
What's up, man?
Hey, look, as far as the Pasadena shooting and the whole Trayvon situation, man, I look at it like this, man. We upset about it, and rightfully so, it's a tragedy. But how the fuck we expect the George Zimmermans and the corrupt police of the world to respect our life when we killing each other every goddamn day and we don't get mad about it, we don't protest about it, we don't say shit about it. And we kill each other every day, man. And to answer your question you asked earlier, our black relationship hard to maintain. That they ain't no harder than any other relationship, man. I think the problem is we keep everybody in our relationship, man. We keep everybody out of our shit, we'll be all right, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't leave. When you say we keep everybody in it, who are you talking about?
Man, our mama, our cousins, our neighbors, goddamn girl around the corner, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got problems, keep it in the house.
Do you agree or disagree with Black Ass Kenny? Call me right now, 855-369-9898. Thanks for the call, Kenny. Appreciate it. Kenneth, Mississippi, you're next. Let's go.
Oh, well, I was just wanting to come in about the main thing. I deal with a lot of unhappy women, bad women, and a lot of happy
Hey, Kenneth, you know what? I hate to do this to you, man, but your connection is really, really bad. Hopefully you can hang up and call back in. The lines are going to be crazy, but I hope you can call back in, brother. Woo! This is about to get crazy. The phone lines is on fire. 855-369-9898. I'm telling you, are black relationships the most difficult to deal with? Huh? They say if the country is sick, black people is damn near dead. If the economy is bad, I don't know how black people living. Is that true? 855-369-9898. Is the same true for relationships? If relationships are tough and difficult in general, are black relationships the toughest? Somebody call me right now. Get at me right now. 855-369-9898. We're going right now to Ron from Connecticut. You're in the building, Ron. Let's go. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I got something to say. I think in 100 years from now, there will be no black women. There will be all black men. There will be black men because the women are acting like men. The women are trying to just, put the black man down. And the black man just got to be, it's like steel sharpens steel. I'm a sword. She's a piece of steel. Yeah, the black man just got to know that he's always on top. That's it.
Wow. Okay, that's his point of view. Anybody else want to chime in and agree and chop him down, agree with him or whatever? Carolyn, New York. You're in the building. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, black man just got to know.
Turn your radio down just a little bit, Carolyn. Turn your radio down just a taste.
Okay, that's his point of view. Anybody else want to chime in?
Okay, we got to move from Carolyn. We got to move. I'm sorry. New York was in the building. Let's go to Kevin, Louisville. You're in the building right now. Let's go.
What's going on? I mean, my point of view on black women are, just the failure to compromise. That's just really, that's it in a nutshell. It's just
okay,
like,
look, this is what I'm going to do. Hey, Kev, this is what I'm going to do. Stay with me. Stay right there. Hold your thought. I just got to accentuate what you just said. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what he just said? Black women have a difficult time compromising. If you're a woman out there right now, if you're a black woman, do you agree or disagree? I need you to call me right now at 855-369-9898. I just need to know. We need to get this conversation and dialogue going. Kevin, finish your thought.
I'm just saying, I'm newly married, 6 months in the game, love my wife to death, could fight babies, but I'm just saying, it's just a new experience because what I'm finding out is just compromise is, marriage is about compromise. It's about give and take. Well, as a man, I don't mind giving because that's what marriage is about. But as a woman, you have to be willing to bend and understand that it may be a sock on the floor every now and again, but just let the shit ride every once in a while. Just pick
Are you saying
up.
Other women of other races are more flexible and more giving and more compromising than black women? Is that what you're saying?
From what I've heard, I would never step out on my women. I love my black sisters. I would never do that. But from what I've heard, it is what it is.
Oh, damn. Thanks, Kev. Appreciate the call. 855-369-9898. Do you agree or disagree? I need sisters to call in and tell him he's wrong or right or you agree or whatever. I need to know. Let's keep going. We got somebody on the line named... I want to, okay, I'm going to go. Patches from Nebraska. You're in the building. Let's talk. 30 seconds or less.
What's happening, Zo? How you doing today?
I'm good, sweetie. What's cracking?
I'm cool. Hey, I got a prime example and everything. Over the weekend, a couple of weeks ago, you was talking about I got a friend that's coming down. She wants to move in this, that, and the other. Over the weekend, she came down just for the weekend and everything. I had the worst weekend of my whole entire fucking life. All we did all weekend long for 4 days was argue. And that made me feel like and everything. Damn, you just answered my question and everything. Sometimes you gotta let shit go and everything, we've been friends off and on we've been friends and together off and on for 15 years and all this other shit and everything. To break it all down and everything, sometimes some people grow up and the other people want to stay the same and everything. And, I feel this way and everything. As a 41-year-old man and everything, it's time, it was time for me to grow up and sometimes you got to let shit go, you know what I mean? All
right. Hey, man, I appreciate the time. I appreciate the call. Thank you for sharing. Did you guys know that Tyler Perry was racially profiled? I just heard about this. Georgia police have launched an investigation into actor-director Tyler Perry's claims that he was racially profiled by 2 white cops during a recent traffic stop. Well, first and foremost, if they were white cops, I'm sure they have never seen a single movie or play. So he fit right into Negrito, black man while driving, right? Could be. 855-369-9898. Tyler Perry took to Facebook to recount his recent brush with the law, alleging he was pulled over in Atlanta after making an illegal turn. At least he admitted he did something wrong. So, okay. And reprimanded for having tinted windows, but Perry admits that the incident quickly turned hostile. He wrote, "I know that there are many great officers, patrolmen, and security guys out there. I am aware of that. But although we have made significant strides with racial profiling in this country, the world needs to know that we are still being racially profiled." I'm saying, if the advent of President Obama, I mean, this is one of the most polarizing times we've ever lived in our lives, because there's great elation. 2008, a black man is president. We feel great. We've transcended racism. No, we haven't, because one of the greatest failures of America is racism. With all the opportunity that America affords to everybody, there's always been inherent racism. Red men, black men, I mean, the Indians, woo, they caught hell too. Black men caught hell. Asians caught hell. They built all the railroad tracks. You understand? Hey, that's one of the greatest failures of America, is its racism. And it's something that is embedded in our culture. Classism, ageism, sexism, racism. Call me right now, 855-369-9898 if you want to talk about it. Somebody get at me if you want to talk about Tyler Perry. Is he, should he have been famous enough in his own town for them to say, oh, that's just Tyler Perry. It's okay. Tinted windows. It's fine. Somebody call me right now. 855-369-9898. Carl, New York, you're in the building. Let's go.
Yo, man. Lo, I love your show. I just got 2 points to make. On the first one, with the ladies, I mean, it is like how Brother Kenny was saying, they don't compromise a lot. And a lot of times it's also the men that don't compromise. So when you have two people that don't want to at least meet 50-50, a lot of times it's either one's going to leave the other or the other one's going to go, and the relationships don't really work out that way. And like for me, I've been married now for, God bless us, for only about since September. And I have a child with her now. And I realized in the minute I got married, I had to give up a lot of the ways that I used to do. And it only took her about maybe a month after that she realized she couldn't win every battle with me. So I know now I have a woman that's behind me, and I'm behind her as well, and we both work it out. And there's a lot of relationships that don't do that.
That's good stuff, man. Appreciate the call. Thank you very much. Have you guys heard about Vanessa Williams revealing that in her childhood she was sexually abused? Vanessa Williams is coming out about, the sexual abuse she suffered as a young girl. Very difficult time for one of the most beautiful people in the world. In an interview featured in the latest issue of People magazine, the Desperate Housewives star said the molestation she endured at age 10 didn't paralyze me, and I don't dwell on it. But many would ask, did it contribute to those racy pictures she took after becoming Miss America? There was a lot of taco tasting in the pictures. I'm just asking. Did it contribute to a little promiscuity? Somebody talk to me about it. 855-369-9898. If you want to talk about it, let's get at it. Let's get into it. We got the phone lines. They're on fire right now. James from California, you're in the building. Let's go. 30 seconds or less.
Yo, what's up, man? I just want to talk about the shootings we're having around here in Inglewood alone. No one's reporting right now that we've had 4 shootings here in the last 3 days. A young father, killed by someone in his garage. He dove over his son to protect his son. But no one's mentioned that. The only thing they're talking about is the young brother who was killed up in Pasadena. Yeah, that's awful, and I agree with that. But, man, there are so many young brothers, Hispanic brothers around here walking around with guns and killing us. We can't walk around the street. We can't drive our cars without looking over our shoulders at someone because we're afraid of them. That's what we need to be protesting about, not the police.
Right. Hey, man, that's a great point, James.
The police are out there doing the job. I can't tell you. I got a cousin that works for the Inglewood. Man, he said in a month's time, they get about 50 or 60 guns off of people in the streets. That's not mentioned. No one knows about that.
That's a great point, James.
But the minute someone gets shot, they want to spotlight it.
That's right. Thanks, James. I appreciate the call. We got to keep it at 30 seconds or less. James brings up a very good point. Could the police be afraid of black men because of so many guns on them and on the streets? But Just because there are a lot of guns out on the street, that doesn't justify the profiling. That doesn't justify the stereotype, right? Because not all black, that's the purpose of the Million Hoodie March. It's basically saying, well, just because I wear a hoodie, just because I dress a certain way, but it's a twofold argument. If you dress a certain way, and that way, and the way that you dress is typically aligned with a certain kind of behavior, does that lump you into that? It's just like, here's a perfect example. If we standing on the corner and we see, and it's a group of guys, homies, kicking it on the corner, laughing, talking, doing whatever, we could be college students, right? We don't have to be thugs or gang members, but we could be college students, and we kicking it, sitting on the corner or whatever, and then some girl walks by. She got on some cutoffs, some booty shorts, and it's just all there for us to see, the creation of loveliness, right? You know what I mean? The best way to say it, the yogurt box is peeking out from the side, camel toe, whatever. We're going to have a particular response to her, right? But if we see the sister in the brown Nation of Islam, gear, I've seen dudes straighten right up with the headpiece and be like, excuse me, sister, let her by, stop the conversation, stop niggering, stop talking crazy, and let her. Does the dress determine how a person is received? Somebody call me, 855-369-9898. That's what I'm talking about. I got callers. D from Arizona. I got callers from all over. You got 30 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, how you doing, Zoe?
I'm good, man.
All right, brother. Hey, man, I wanted to comment on your callers, man. Subcutting the first one. I think we need to stop talking about what's going on in our hood, man, and focus on this Trayvon Martin. Our leaders can't read our mind. If something going down in your hood, man, you need to call in and talk about it or do something about it yourself, man. We don't need no bad vibes coming toward this case, man. You know what I mean? We need for this stuff to go down. And secondly, about the women, I think these women, need to wise up and start doing things on their own, man, and stop putting these boys on child support, because one day they're going to wise up and want to see their babies, man. And if they don't want to see their babies right now, they might help out their grandbabies. So just give a brother a chance every now and again. That's all I got to say, man. I love the show, man.
Wow.
Love what you're doing.
Wow. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have black women, are black women at a space of zero tolerance when it comes to seeing the saving grace in black men? Do black men even have saving grace to black women? I need sisters to call in and tell me how they feel about it. I do need that. 855-369-9898. Let's hear a record right now. Lauryn Hill, please explain to me what's going on, because it really could all be so simple, but it ain't. I'll be back in 2.2. Woo! Y'all don't know nothing about no music now. Michael McDonald, James Ingram, Yamo Be There, produced by Quincy Jones. Come on now. If that ain't a music trifecta, come on. 855-369-9898. ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. Foxxhole Radio, Sirius XM 98. You got to follow me on my Facebook page. Got to get there. ZoWilliams is the Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, at ZoWilliams. Follow me right now, right now, at ZoWilliams. Tweet me your comments, tweet me your questions. I'll read them. I'll get your 30 seconds in. Email me, zo@SiriusXM.com. If you got questions, stories, whatever, get to me right now. Callers, I'm coming to you, 855-369-9898. Hey, are black women just arrogant? You guys are doing better, because this is a question that came to me. You guys are doing much better than black men. Allegedly, right? You guys are moving up the corporate ladder, making more money, more educated, and now your standards are not in alignment with your man. Allegedly. But wouldn't that be an unrealistic expectation if demographically, socially, and the numbers bear out that there are more black women in college, there are more black women in corporate America? Wouldn't it be an unrealistic expectation to say, now you come over here and do this with us, when there is a gender and racial bias against black men? Would not the Trayvon Martin case and this case in Pasadena with the young kid, the 19-year-old Kendrec McDade, prove that there's still black racial profiling out there of the black man? Isn't it difficult? Right? Are black women factoring in what it means to be a black man? How difficult it is? Are they factoring that in? Does it matter? Is it an unrealistic expectation to expect them to go to college and do well when there are these biases out there? And are these biases exclusive to black men? Are they not exclusive? Or do they not include black women too? 855-369-9898. I'm just asking. I'm just saying, is being in black relationships the most unforgiving form of relationship? Because how many family members you know holding a grudge against another family member? Are black people devoid of forgiveness? Somebody call me right now. Call me right now. Is Yamo going to be there for y'all? 855-369-9898. I'm going right now. Marco, Houston, 30 seconds. Let's go. Damn, Marco, I needed you, man. He's gone. This name is interesting. Sarge, New Orleans. You're in the building. Let's go.
What's going on, man?
I'm good.
How y'all doing now? Like I said, my thing about the females in the relationships, is not letting them go, you know what I'm saying, and holding on to making the next man pay for the last man mistake and the pain. Trying to clear that up. I think that has a lot to do with damaging the relationship and the marriages and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Sarge. I appreciate that. That was a great call. Has the black man been conditioned to be socially irresponsible? 855-369-9898. Call me right now. Gigi, Georgia, your time to chime. 30 seconds or less.
Hey, so I just want to say that, you know, the Queen sent all these criminals over here, and these white folks are just crazy. They are afraid of us. We are superior, but they want to try to make us feel like we are inferior. But our black men need to wake up. I love a strong black man, but they need to step up and accept their responsibilities. I raised 5 children by myself because my ex-husband cheated on me and he did drugs. I mean, how much am I supposed to take? Am I supposed to stay there and just take and take and take and take? No, we have to move on. I have a college degree. He didn't, but I still married him because I loved him. But he didn't do what he was supposed to do as being a parent, so I had to move on. And, yes, I agree with Black-Ass Kenny. We need to keep our business to ourselves. When there's something going on in my household, I tell my kids what stays here, what happens here stays here. We don't take it out to the street. We deal with it in-house. Stop calling your mom and your sisters and your cousins and putting them in your business. Handle your business like a black man and a black woman should. And my last comment is every time a black man get a little bit of money, he runs out and he gives him a white woman as if to say, I've arrived. But what about the black woman that has been there for you? Come on, brothers.
Wow. Thanks for the call. I let you ride because it was heat. Appreciate it. 855-369-9898. I guess you all have the formula now. If there's heat, you might get to ride. Call me. We opening up the lines. It's Open Line Thursdays. I want to hear what you got to say. We got Nicholas from Los Angeles in the building. What's up, St. Nick?
Hello?
Oh, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, it's like this. I believe as far as what we've been seeing with Trayvon Martin and the guys, the kid that got killed out in Pasadena, it's the same thing that's been happening throughout the years, man, as of us being in this country. We're getting killed with the white officers, and the white man is scared of black men because of the subconscious guilt and fear of what happened in slavery, because they know that there has never been any redemption from slavery.
Wow. Wow. Thanks. Appreciate the call. Let's go. We've got more callers. Okay. Yeah. So my producer is telling me about another caller, somebody calling in, and we have more callers. The phone lines are crazy right now. If you're trying to get in right now, call me, 855-369-9898. There's one more space open. I can see it. Let's go to Margot. Margot, Houston, you're in the building right now. Let's get busy. 30 seconds or less.
Okay. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good, Margot.
Okay, well, first of all, black men need to stop complaining so much and just get it together already. Like, okay, we already know that black men have it hard, but Obama did it, so, I mean, I don't understand. What's so hard about getting it together? Second of all, nigga
That's a good question. Wait. That's a good question. Let that marinate for 1 second. I'm going to give you an opportunity to hit us with another one. That is a great question, and I want you to rephrase it for everybody that's listening. Please, let's hear that.
Okay. Obama did it, so why don't other black men get it together? Like, I'm tired of seeing black men only, okay, well, I'm going to sell this dope and get this money. Like, why don't you do it the legal way? Go to school. It's obviously going to take more time. Go to school your 4 or 5 years so that you can make bucks when you get out, and you can get a black woman, and she won't be complaining so much because she sees that you're trying to do better. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is.
Wow.
And then second of all, nigga is an ignorant word. I don't understand why black people keep using the word nigga and thinking it's cool. Nigga is ignorant just like how sagging is ignorant. Whenever I see a black guy and he's sagging, I tell him to pull up his pants because you look stupid. Why are you walking around with your pants sagging? Why are you saying nigga? You just giving Asians, Hispanics, you're giving all of them an excuse to say it. Well, you said it, why can't I? Third of all, if we as African Americans don't care about our own, killing our own, then why should somebody else care about prosecuting another person of another race of killing our own? Like,
Margot,
why don't we stop killing our own?
Margot, you did good. You did good. I let you ride. You did good. Those are some great questions. Okay. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Houston's in the building because of you. But we can't just use the Obama, because if we just use Obama and just say we play it by the averages, how many Obamas do we get? This is the first Obama I've seen, and I'm a young man. We've been here, look, close 400 years, right? A little over 400 years. We only had one Obama. So if we playing it by the averages, then that means just by the averages alone, it's going to take one Obama every 400 years. Is that the average? Could I be wrong? Somebody call me right now, 855-369-9898. Margot brought some heat, brought some great questions. Callers, answer her questions. I don't have the answers. I need you to give me the answers. Tony, Virginia, you're in the building, 30 seconds or less. Let's do it now.
Hey, Zo, I don't think that black women are upset or vindictive. I think black women want to be treated as real equals. I think when a man stands up, put himself in the position to run his household, to communicate with his woman, to let it be known that he is there to be a part of that family, everything is going to work out well. I think that if socks and shoes are on the floor, does a woman supposed to come in and pick it up, or can you take the initiative to pick it up yourself? Dishes in the sink, you should be able to wash them things. Don't be waiting on a woman to come in from work to get that done for you. And secondly, as far as Tyler Perry, he was definitely known who it was because the police ran his place before they even stopped him. Thanks, Zo. I'm out.
Great point. Love it. Love it. This is what this show is about. It's about you. Let's go. Let's get busy. Sandrina, California. Beautiful name. 30 seconds or less. Sandrina. Come on, Sandrina.
Hey, Zoe. How you doing? You know I LOVE you.
Oh, do you? Wow. Okay.
But basically, look, I have my friend. She's going to answer one of your questions in regards to, what was the question about?
Hey, Zoe, how are you this evening?
Hi, yes.
I just think for one that it's unfair to say that the black man is irresponsible. I think that in American culture today, the black man doesn't really have anybody that he can emulate. Other ethnic groups have something they can emulate, and we see that perpetuated on TV and at the mall when you're out having dinner. And I just think that really we have to stand up as a people and make sure that our young boys have something that they can look up to. As far as women are concerned, I don't think black women have any kind of pride or any issues with not being able to submit to their black men. I think really there's not very many black men that we can submit to. So as we get a college education, we move up the social ladder. Really, the only thing we really can do is continue to support ourselves and our families independently. And
Let me ask you this question, because first off, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
My name is Tamika.
Tamika or Tanika?
Tamika.
Okay, Tamika, let me ask you this question really quickly, because you're touching on a lot of really good points, and I love the fact that Sandrina called but had you get on the phone. So that was a curveball, and it was special for us. But let me ask, can a financially independent woman, black woman, be in the provider role for her household with her man and still be able to submit to him?
Well, you know what, Zoe, I'm actually in that situation right now. You know, as an English teacher, I have multiple master's degrees, multiple credentials, and being with somebody who makes 1/3 of what I make, to be honest with you, what keeps our relationship grounded is our spirituality. He is my covering. And so I think that when a man reaches, no matter what his race is, when a man reaches maturity in himself and in Christ, then he's able to understand what his responsibilities are to his family. And I think there was a gentleman who touched on that. So I believe that it is in my genetic makeup to submit to a man who's good to me and good to my children.
And good to God.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. You guys shared some valuable information. Do you agree or disagree, though? Callers, 855-369-9898. Carolyn from New York, you find a way to get through.
So happy to talk to you this evening.
Let's
Listen,
go.
Joe, I like everything everyone said, but I just want to say that I think that black love is definitely the most difficult love, and it has to be, because we are the only people in this country that have no culture to really relate to directly. I work with people, I have other friends, they're from the Dominican Republic, they're from Spain, they're from Portugal, and although they may have been born here, they relate to those places, they go back to see their great-grandparents. We don't have that. And I think that is a definite void in the relationship and just living in America, period, in our everyday life is affecting us. The fact that we don't have any culture to relate to, and that culture provides rules and regulations for marriage, for relationships, things that you learn to live by that's just part of your culture, and we're missing that. And so we have adopted the American way, quote unquote, and I think that it's affected our relationships. And we have to understand that first so that women can better work with their men, with what this country has done to bring the divide between black women and black men by embracing black women, quote unquote, more so than our black men, which creates a bigger divide between men and women. But I love Tamika and everything that she said, because
yeah, she was good.
I am also blessed to be with a wonderful man who treats me like gold, and therefore I have no choice. It's just part of my natural makeup to want to reciprocate and treat him the same way. Well,
let me say this. You have made this show even better because you've added on, and that's all we ask. And I appreciate you for calling in. We love your point of view. You got to add on. It's your time to add on. It's your show, 30 seconds or less. ZoWilliams, Voice of Reason, Foxxhole Radio, Sirius XM 98. This is what we're doing right now. It's called Open Line Thursday, 100 points of view. The 100 points of view comes from you. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you want to talk about. We want to know what you got on your heart, on your mind. I got to take another caller before I go to break. My final caller before I go to break is Reese from Philly. Reese, you're in the building. You've been hanging on for quite some time. You got 30 seconds. Let's go.
What's going on, Zoe, man? I just want to say I love your show. You touched on so many things, but one thing I wanted to touch on was just the relationship aspect of it, and mostly because the females nowadays, and I'm a young brother, I'm in my early 20s, but the females nowadays, they don't have that backing, like I like to refer to as that Southern hospitality. If you look at some of the older relationships that started back in the day, or even some of the ones that spurted from down south, you got a lot of the females that know what it is to submit to a man, and that's their way of showing love. But in return, see, a lot of women now got that whole I'm independent thing, and they don't submit to a man. When a man feels as though a woman don't submit to him, he feels as though, he's lost control of the situation. And I think that's what makes it hard for a lot of guys nowadays to try to build a relationship with a woman who won't submit to him.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you. Great point. Is feminine submission integral to a happy relationship? I mean, does the female have to submit? You know what you got to do to make this thing work, girl. Bow down when you come to my town. Huh? 855-369-9898. I got to go to break, but when I come back, females, call me and tell me if that's the truth or not. I'll be back in 2.2.
Things are happening at Burger King.
Welcome to Burger King.
Oh, what's in those new chicken snack wraps? What's in the new chicken snack?
Chicken wraps?
Mary?
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, French dressing wrapped up in a pasty flour tortilla. Crispy chicken, wrapped up in a...
The new chicken snack wraps. Come and get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christ alive. This is ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. If you just heard what I just heard, Mary J. singing about crispy chicken. Is that racist? Is that a racist? Come on now. Crispy chicken. Come on. What are we doing? Y'all call in and let me know. That's a story. Let me just read the story. Mary J. Blige says her Burger King commercial, which was pulled last week from the fast food restaurant's YouTube page amid much criticism, was incomplete. In a statement, Mary said, I agreed to be a part of a fun and creative campaign that was supposed to feature a dream sequence, dreaming about chicken, singing in the Burger King lobby. Unfortunately, that's not what was happening in that clip, so I understand my fans being upset by what they saw. But if you're a Mary fan, you have to know I would never allow an unfinished spot like the one you saw go out. So you guys can go on YouTube somewhere and find this and look at it yourself. But is it racist? Burger King originally said the commercial was pulled because of music licensing issues. Burger King has now expanded on the explanation, saying it is in the process of re-editing the spot. Burger King also says it was a lapse in communication that caused the ad to air. You know what this... I mean, you can go to YouTube and pull it up yourself. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie Undercover Brother, when they kidnapped Billy D as this general who was supposed to be cast in a Colin Powell, prestigious kind of character, and then he was brainwashed to go sell chicken. And he was like, chicken. The special herbs, and it's your hammer, Michael. The chicken is your hammer. It was just hilarious. And this is what it reminds me of. I mean, come on. What do y'all think of that? 855-369-9898. I'm opening up the phone lines. I want to hear from you. I want to see what you got to say. I mean, this is crazy. This is nuts. Haiku, Virginia, you're in the building. Let's go.
How you doing, Zell?
I'm good.
I want to touch on the whole submission thing.
Yeah.
It's not about us submitting to them. It's about them being worthy to submit to. Are you truly worthy of the submission?
What does it mean to be worthy? I mean, you might, right in this moment, you could educate us brothers on what to do, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
When I say are they worthy, a lot of these guys, we don't want guys who are going to sit at home all day on their butts and play video games. We want you to be doing something productive, have a goal, have an objective other than selling drugs and getting high and playing video games all day.
But are you content when we're driven and when we have a goal? A lot of men that are driven, that change the world, that have a goal, say like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or say even Quincy Jones. A lot of times there are a lot of sacrifices involved in being, a goal-oriented man, and a lot of times that sacrifice is our time with you. Because Coretta Scott King had to give up a lot so that the goal of Martin Luther King could manifest. So did Betty Shabazz.
The goal, it's worth it.
Well, a lot of women, who have been through that. I mean, even Quincy Jones said, I'm reconnecting with my kids now because music was my family. Music was my wife. And that's why he had difficult times in relationships as well. So a lot of times it's a double-edged sword, and you got to be careful of what you're asking for. But continue your point.
You're correct. And sometimes it gets to be a tough battle, but you also have to realize the man in which you marry, the man in which you choose. If you choose a strongly driven man, a man with big goals, big dreams, you understand that you're also going along on that ride, and it's your job as his wife to support him because you're along in that together.
Until you wake up one day and say, it's 7 years later, and it hasn't manifested the way I wanted it to. And then you find yourself in it. But I'm saying a lot of people a lot of women find themselves discontent. I just think it's the flip of the coin. I don't think there's any right way to do it. But you brought up a great point, and I appreciate you for calling. I tell you that much. And you sound like a pretty good woman your damn self. You can call us again if you like. Al from Pennsylvania. You're in the building. I need to hear. I'm good.
Martha, I got two things I want to say. One, our young brothers need to put down the guns, the dope, and pick up a book. They're yelling about the white man. The white man is not scared of them because they stand on the corner and act like they thugs. The white man is scared of them because of their brain. They're scared that if they put down that gun and drugs and pick up a book and educate themselves, that they would be more powerful than them. The second point is commitment, okay? The ladies and men of today, they do not have that old generation that will stay together for years and years to show them how a relationship is formed. these videos that's advertising on TV that's disgracing the young black female, and most of them are running after these little ballers, so-called ballers. There's good men out here in this world. I'm a good man. I'm a truck driver, moving the freight from one state to one state. You know what I'm saying? But some of the females look at me like, oh, no, you're not a baller. You don't make enough.
Great point. Appreciate the call, Al. Thanks for doing it. Dave from Georgia, you're in the building. Let's get active. 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, all right. First of all, I want to address the situation about men coming up. They're coming up in single-parent households, meaning no father present. I came up with where it takes a village to raise a child. And, I came up with those morals, having to go to church, rehearse all that, put the spiritual things inside of me so I can go on and give it to my kids. And one more thing I want to mention outside of the kids, because the kids going to grow up and they're going to form their own ideas of how men should be. But there's no man present in the household. So that's going on there. But then I also wanted to hit on the Obama, because I'm glad in my day, in my time, that I got to see a black president. A black president. My father did. He passed and moved on. But I got to see Obama, the black president. I'm happy, I'm proud, and I'll say it loud. That's all.
Thank you for the call, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Cherie from Georgia, you're in the building. Let's get active. Cherie from Georgia. Cherie,
Cherie. Yes, I want to say I am a white woman with mixed children. And I feel the same with the little dude that got shot in Florida. My child walked down the street. What's going to happen when these crackers see him? You know what I'm saying? The racial stuff need to stop. It's 2000. It ain't 1940 no more. And for the men situation and us settling down, me and my old man been together for a while. And you have to take the good with the bad. And most black women, all they want is the money from them, and then holler, oh, they cheating or they hoeing, but what is they doing?
Wow. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. That was the first interracial voice I've ever heard. She said she was white, but she sounded like Tiny from, but I thought that was awesome. Wow. She made some good points. Sisters, do you agree or disagree with her? Sisters, call in and refute or agree. Are y'all just in it for the money? 855-369-98. I doubt they're just in it for the money, because I don't know. Somebody tell me. Somebody call me and let me know. I don't know. Kevin, Chicago, talk to me. 30 seconds, bro. Kev, come on, man.
Hey, you got it. All right, let me hit you with some points, man, for everybody. Is the black relationship bad? Yes, it is. And like the girl from from New York said, it's the reason because we don't know our history. The father has not been inside the home. He's gone, and stuff like that. So that caused a big separation with what's going on as far as what we can lean back on and things like that. The sisters, I ask that they stay with the black man, try to help him out as much as they can. Me and my buddy was talking about this last night. I think everybody should read the Willie Lynch letter. The trick that was laid out is bigger than ever expected as far as causing separation in the black home. No other race has ever dealt with something so drastic. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly believe that.
So Kevin, let me do this because I'm about to give you a little bit more time, because you touched on something that I think is very, very, very important. Break down how the Willie Lynch letter separates man from woman and how that worked. Talk to me.
Okay, well, it was just that it was this manipulation thing. Well, they wanted the woman to be away from her kid. I can't explain it.
Well, okay, so, I thought you had it in your dome, like right off the top.
Yeah. No, right. How can I explain it? How can I explain this, though, is that, let me try to put it together, man.
That's all right. I'll help you. Enmity.
They
wanted the woman to be at war with the man. They wanted old to be at war with young. They wanted light to be at war with dark. They set opposites against each other, and that's the Willie Lynch letter. Somebody need to pull it up and read it, man, because that's what we do to each other every single day. And we treat each other like we're not supposed to injure each other. Listen, relationships are inherently conflictual. They're going to be conflicts. They're going to be beef. They're going to be fights. I was just listening to a relationship CD on the way up here from this psychologist and doctor or whatever, and he said, our worst behavior is reserved for the ones we love.
What I mean by that is that they want a man that can, you know, lay under them and be with them all the time, when a real man or a good man is actually out trying to conquer the world. Because as a black man, you got to want to conquer the world because everyone's against you.
Hey, man, I appreciate
it. And that's all I got to say.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. Listen, we got to take a quick break, you know, and I'm finna shake it up and show you that I'm down with all kinds of music and white people and interracial love. It's all good. With that said, let's white it up real quick with a little Van Halen. I'm about to take a quick break, and I'll be back at 2.2. Wow. You think I got records here? Yes, we do. Voice of Reason, Sirius XM 98, the Foxxhole. We're having a great time. I'm not afraid to play anything. And it's all great music. I know, it's a little noisy, but, you know, you can't tell me that wasn't high level right there. Excitement. Panama, Van Halen, 1984 album. I'm having a great time here. We're doing the online Thursday, open line Thursday, which means it's your time to chime, open in, tell us what you want to say. We got a lot of tweets, man, a lot of tweets. At SpiritDriven11, the problem between black men and women is lack of love. It's all about sex, or she uses a different word. It's all about scrumping each other. Over and over and over again. Get it together and love. Is love harder for black people? Is it harder? I don't know. That's very interesting. At Big Hill 23, it's hard for a man to submit to a woman. That gives her all the power. And unfortunately, that's what it's about. Is he saying that women, black women, are asking that their men submit to them? I don't know. 855-369-9898. At D_right 24/7. I keep hearing about this commercial. Not that I care. If she got millions for it, she hit the lottery. Speaking of Mary J. Blige and the chicken, crispy chicken and stuff. Hey, well, you know, hey, what are we doing? At DN Famous, if a man is loving you with all he has and for all you are, you wouldn't feel like you were submitting. You would feel like you are loving. But I think what people are missing. I mean, me and my good friend Kool Mo D, I'm going to have him back on the show real soon. He's been really, really busy. But Kool Mo D has this philosophy, and you guys can chime in. Call me, 855-369-9898. 855-FOX-9898 if you like. He says that women are more sociologically connected, right? Their philosophy is connected to society. Well, by 27, I should have my first baby. I should be married by 25. I should have this. I should do this, blah, blah, blah. You have to fit in these, you know, he says there's a sociological drive for women. Whereas with men, we're more biologically driven, right? Our psychology is tied to our biology. I'm going to the club because I know there's some softness there. And I'm in the mood for softness. And where there's softness, there's yogurt, right? Biologically driven, sociological versus biological. And it takes men a long time to get over the biological drive, whereas women are more socially responsible. Do you guys agree or disagree? I'm being a little funny with it, but think about it. And I think that's where he has to make as much money as I do. He has to, you know, be as educated as I am. All of these things are social templates that they want the men to fit in. And a lot of times Men are not about conformity. See, most women, you meet most women, they got their own car, they got their own apartment, and usually the dude moves in with them, right? And women will keep 2 jobs. Waitress on the side, and then that's just for, that's just the side money, the nails, the shoes, and the upkeep, and, the little furry pillows in her house, all of that. That's that side money. And then she got her real job. All of that to maintain her standard of living so she could have consistency. And she'll probably take more crap at work than a man would, especially a black man. The black man is always looking for the fences. I'm not trying to be a base runner. And she's saying, get on base, get in the game. You ain't always got to swing for the fences. But the black man is saying, if I make contact with the pitch, it's going out the park and we ain't got to do this. Only problem is the dude that's swinging for the fences typically strikes out more. And she's saying, bunt. Just get on base. Y'all tell me what you think of that. 855-369-9898. Caller. Amber from El Paso, 30 seconds or less. Let's go. Amber.
Being submissive. Pardon me?
Hey, Amber, what's happening?
I'm fine. How are you?
Let's talk. You got 30 seconds, hon.
Okay. I just wanted to touch bases on being submissive. I'm an Army sergeant, and, I work in a male-dominated business. Mm-hmm. So when I come home, I just have to learn how to, just put that aside and allow my man to be a man. I am, the breadwinner, but, we have an understanding that, whatever comes from the outside is going into the same pot, So that's what I just believe. You just need to allow your man to feel like a man and, just communicate, as far as goals, understand where he's going. And, in time, he'll make time for you. You just have to make time for one another. That's just the way that I feel about the situation.
Wow. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, Amber. We've got Sean from Compton in the building. Sean, you've got something to say? You need to say it in 30 seconds. Let's do it.
Hello?
Yes, Sean, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Zo? I just wanted to say, I think we don't learn people, man, enough. And I'm talking about not necessarily black men and women, but black men and men. A dude might want to be friends with this dude because of his car, because he think he got some money that can help him, and a woman want to mess with a dude because his car. Dude want to mess with the woman because she got a big old fat butt. But here's the thing, man. My girl, I love a big fat juicy ass, but my girl don't have one because it took a long time. But I had to learn her. She had to learn me. We still have issues and all that submission stuff, man. My woman ain't submit. I don't want no submissive woman. A submissive woman better get out my face. I don't need that. Be a woman. Be strong. Stand up. Do whatever you got to do because my personality, the way I'm going to carry my thing, and I'm going to be on point with everything I do, you're going to fall in line with what I'm doing. I don't have to say nothing. The spontaneity is taken out of the relationships because, again, the templates you just spoke of, that Kumar D spoke of, it don't matter. No, submission don't have to come into it. Can we just be, most of the times, I want my thing 50-50. I know sometimes it got to be 70-30 and 80-20, but most of the time I want mine to be 50-50, and it starts with spontaneity. If you can't get no spontaneity from the person you with, you don't need to be with that person because you guys never took the time to learn each other. And that's what a male-on-male relationship, your homeboy, learn that person.
Wow.
Right,
hey, thanks. Hey, man, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. We have a tweet here that I think is very, very poignant to what Sean was talking about. At Professor Hage, or Hague, or Hage, I don't know how it's Hage, Hage, says, regarding women submitting, it's not about submission, it's about equitable concession. Now, when you speak of equity, there's a sociological theory out there called equity theory. And a lot of times equity theory is what I put into the relationship versus what you put into the relationship should be equal. Equality in a relationship is a difficult thing because equality can also allude to an evenness, like what I'm putting into it has to be worth as much. And I think worth is very subjective. If you got somebody who values material things more than intangible things, You know, I've seen women tear men down because they didn't have a job and overlooked the intangible. When I say intangibles, I mean like the guy's effect on his child, how he motivates his child, how he inspires his child. I've seen some women who saw that wasn't enough. We need corn checks. Now, she might not be able to see that this dude is developing an Obama internally. He's developing a Malcolm X internally. And because she can't see it, my question is, let me step off that soapbox and go back to this. How many women out there can see Malcolm X in Sunny Red? How many of you can? Because a lot of women can't see the Malcolm X inside the Sunny Red. All they see is the Sunny Red, the hood dude. But who would have thought Sunny Red would have become Malcolm X? We need black women to see, instead of negatively appraising the black man, we need black women to develop the skill to see the potentiality of Malcolm X and the Sunny Red. Is it possible? Have women lost that intuitive power? Sisters, call me and let me know. Jermaine from ATL, you're in the building. Talk.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. What I wanted to say, man, that I think what would help a lot of black men is that if we grasp this scripture that says, "I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthened me." If we all can grasp that, every obstacle that coming into our path or that coming our way is nothing. This scripture didn't have any stipulation. It didn't say, "Oh, I could do all things through Christ if you stay in His hood, if you come from a single parent home, or if you come from money, or if you didn't come from money." This is for all black men. And if he can grasp that scripture and understand who he is to Christ, who can make anything happen for this guy, he can continue on. As far as relationships, I feel like most women and men feel like most women and men meet perfect people, but that person might not be perfect for you. That person might not be perfect for you.
Right,
and if that person is not perfect for you, then it's not going to work.
Right. Hey, appreciate the call, man. I got to move on. There's so many callers. I got to move on, but I thank you for that, and that's a great point. At Rare Jewel 2, regarding if the term nigga is a multiracial term. Unfortunately, it's a universal term now. That was powerful. At Knowledge Born, regarding if the judicial system is the black woman's favorite tool against the black man. He quotes white daddy syndrome. That's heavy. That's heavy. Regarding if the black woman's favorite tool to get revenge against the black man is the white man's judicial system. At T Southside says, yep. Let's see. At J Hawkins 82026 says, yeah. And at Sports MK says, hell yeah. Is that true, ladies? Is that true? If he breaks your heart, if he hurts you in some kind of way, is your favorite form of revenge the judicial system? Somebody call me right now at 855-369-9898. The phone lines have been on fire all night. We got callers. Todd, Chicago, 30 seconds or less. Let's do it.
All right, quick 30 seconds. This may set fire to the ladies, but that's okay. I'm used to that. Right now, our society is built up to where ladies are almost 2 steps off of prostitution, to where it's about the man's money that makes them submit. I don't want to go that way. I'll put it like this. Men, the ladies are looking for resources. If you have the resources that they're looking for, they will get with you and submit to you.
Todd, wait a minute. Todd, are you saying that black women are for sale?
I'm saying all women are for sale. Black women are for sale, but with a catch.
Ladies, please
but
call
with a
in.
catch.
Wow.
But with a catch. See, like you said, with the Willie syndrome, we've been so busy being taught how to put a standard to ourselves that we don't put to others, that we stay in contention. Black women, yeah, they're for sale with a price. Like Chris Rock said, it's amazing how many women will put up with a guy beat them upside their head if he got $10 million in the bank.
Wow. Great point. Appreciate the call. I got to move. Man, you are on fire. I got to move, but thank you. David, New Mexico, can you add on? Speak on it.
You know, I was just listening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. I've been sitting back listening to everyone, and a lot of it is I agree with, some I don't. You know, first of all, we're talking about women and their relationship. First of all, we need to get off the fact that it's just black women that do that. That's the reason why they have that stereotype, is because we always say black women do this or black men do this. This is people in general. That is what they do. However, if for a man to be able to, because I'm a black man, I have my kids, I have my baby's moms, I pay child support, I do all that I'm supposed to do. And for that, I have a good relationship with their moms. You know, the funny thing is, though, is that I do that because I'm a man. Get off of, well, it's just a black man. It's not being a black man that makes you that way. You got to be a man and step up to the plate.
Wow, appreciate the call. Thank you very much, man. But you know what I think we should do? We need to lighten the mood. And I think one of the best ways to do that is, comedy bit. And let's Eddie Murphy has a unique perspective. Let's go with Eddie's perspective, and then we're going right back to callers. 855-369-9898. I'll be back in 2.2 seconds.
Be careful, don't get trapped. I told you the most common trap is to not give you any. A lot of you guys maybe say, let me hear the men clap that are with women that you've never slept with before. Let me hear you clap, truthfully. You know, look at ladies going, don't stop clapping. Shame on you. You should have fucked them. Clap louder. Shame on them. Y'all should have fucked them. Because these men like you, and you just won't do it because you're trying to trap. Guys, don't be hurt. She likes you. That's why this is what is going on inside the house every night. Baby, come on now. Come on, please. She go, no, stop it. I just stop. Baby, come on, please. Now, come on, stop. Will you stop? Stop. That's simple. Can we please stop? Are we going to go too far? I want to go too far. Come on now, baby. Stop. Come on, we can stop. I just don't think the time is right. Well, my dick don't get much harder than this. I've been waiting for 3 months. What's the problem? No, see, I don't want to fuck. I want to make love. And I've had too many relationships that didn't work out. And I don't want this to be like all the other ones. And you're very special to me. And I know all the girls do everything that you want. And I don't want to go to the thing. And I put me to the thing. Why are you doing it? And men see those tears. And we be, okay. We don't have to do nothing. Then you go out and your friends be, yo, man, you fucking yet? No. Why not? She's special. She said she don't want to fuck, she want to make love. Which is bullshit. I mean, fucking and making love, let's be real. I mean, the physical act, I like to fuck somebody I'm in love with, but I ain't making love to nobody. I get into bed. Now think about it. When you get into bed, would you rather have somebody say, oh, make love to me, or grab the back of your head and say, fuck the shit out of me? Just fuck motherfuck me, goddamn. You want somebody in the bed with you? Oh, darling, I want to make love to you. You want motherfucker to just I'm a realist. But I tell you, I don't want to fuck, I want to make love, and to make you wait, and you wait and wait and wait and wait. You just keep on waiting, you just wait, and finally, she gives you some. And it's the best you ever had in your life. You come harder than you've ever came. This was it. This was the feeling I've been searching for. I finally made love. You didn't make love, it just felt real good. You know why? Because you waited 5 months for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zometheus Rising, the voice of reason, back in the building. The Foxxhole is what you're listening to. Sirius XM 98, Jamie Foxx's own Foxxhole Radio. Man, this is crazy. Tonight's topic, 100 points of views. The 100 points come from you. You got 30 seconds or less to tell me what's on your mind. Of course, we're seeding the conversation with a bunch of different topics, whether it's Trayvon Martin or the other kid out of Pasadena, my hometown. Man, his name is Kendrec McDade. He was 19 years old. He was killed. He was unarmed. He was killed by Pasadena police. That's a big story. So we're seeding the conversation. We want to know what you're talking about. A lot of it has been black love, black relationships. As disrespectful stereotypes go, why is the angry black woman stereotype so hurtful to black women? Talk to me, ladies. 855-369-9898. Are black women more difficult to deal with than any other ethnic group of women? A lot of people don't know how difficult it is to deal with a white woman. All you got to do is look at Beverly Hills housewives. You see, they hard to deal with too. Or the New Jersey housewives, or whoever, or the mob wives. Them ain't black women. Them some, they seem pretty difficult to deal with too. Somebody call us and let us know what you think. 855-369-9898. Why are so many brothers in jail? I mean, what is it? Are brothers magnetized for prison? I don't know. I mean, we're also magnetized for death, it seems, while being unarmed. Somebody call us at 855-369-9898. What is your stand on the Stand Your Ground law in Florida? That is the law that George Zimmerman is using as a defense. Hey, I was scared. I was scared, man. Skittles hurt. Skittles and Arizona combined, hey, that's a Molotov. A sweet one. 855-369-9898. Somebody call me and let me know what you think about all of these particular topics that are just floating around. I need to know what's on your mind. We've got callers. Rosie from Rhode Island. You've got 30 seconds.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey.
I just wanted to say, life is hard, more so for us black folks. That being said, let me say to black men and black women, integrity and character are not inherited, but it's something you build for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Black women are doing better, not because we're inherently good or we're smarter than black men, but I think it's out of necessity because others depend on us. Black women have been holding black families together. I think this creates resentment. But black women, don't get angry, don't get bitter. If you can't find yourself a good brother, then go find yourself a good man, whether he be a white man, an Asian man, whatever. And I loved that quote about equitable concession, because that's really what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Wow, great point. Thank you for calling. Thank you for holding on. Michelle from the Bay Area. Holla at me, Yay Area.
Hey, I keep forgetting what I want to talk about because everything is so good. But anyway, I want to talk about what that one guy said about all women are prostitutes or something like that.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend
he said you're all for sale is what he said.
Yeah, we're all for sale. I'm going to pretend that I agree with that, okay? And I'm going to say that I charge in honesty, in love, common courtesy, decency, and integrity. And for some reason, men can't seem to afford me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you agree that all women are for sale?
What I'm saying is, what I charge is, sure, I'm going to pretend that I agree we're all for sale. But you have to pay for me in honesty and love and, integrity, your character.
I see what you're saying. There's different kinds of currency. Right.
There you go. And what I'm saying is that for some reason, men can't seem to be able to afford me because they don't have those things.
I was about to. That's high class pimping right there.
High class pimping. Hey.
That is high class pimping. Oh, hey, I love it.
So holler back at me, fella. You know what I'm saying? Because that was ridiculous. We all, but I do agree with him to an extent because a lot of women have lowered themselves from queendom to this materialistic buy me with a pair of shoes or whatever. So I agree with him to an extent, but don't say all women. So okay, that
appreciate the call. Thank you.
Bye.
Wow. Hey, if you look up the word queen from its etymological root, etymology, the origin of words, the word queen means whore. I'm just saying, I'd rather go with goddess than queen. Because a queen is a whore and at the beck and call of the king. I'm just saying, 855-369-9898. Do your research. Don't believe me. Just do it. I did it. I found it, Caller, Ron, Maryland, 30 seconds, man. Let's talk. Todd's back. He wants to respond to Michelle, I'm sure of it. But let's go to Ron first. 30 seconds.
How you doing there, sir?
I'm good.
I just wanted to call in because one of the issues I find with our relationships is that we don't have a sense of self. Black men don't know what they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to do things anymore because they don't have black men showing them the way. Sisters don't have sense of self anymore also. They're reaching out for love in all the wrong places. I heard one of the sisters call in earlier and say that she needed to let her man be a man. You can't let a man be what he already is. And I think that's part of the issue right there. I'm a man regardless, whether you accept me, whether I'm up or whether I'm down. You can't make me out to be anything or allow me to be what I already am.
Wow. Good point. Good point. Are you saying women, I think he's saying women are coming from an arrogant space by saying I'm allowing you to be a man. 855-369-9898. And again, what about the intergenerational scars that these, because let me just say this. I don't want to take nothing away from black women and black mothers, because black women and black mothers have been the backbone, the spinal cord of the African American community. But let's not exonerate them from raising bad people too. And that's why this is what I mean by intergenerational scars. A lot of times, because we don't know no better, we'll raise a child, a mother will raise a child with those intergenerational wounds, which actually tend to hurt, this child as he develops and grows up later on. So I'm just saying we can't just free everybody from blame. We got to take responsibility across the board. And it's really that simple. But before I go to my next caller, we have a special guest on who just called in, and we want to do this, Well, first off, we're going to take a break. And then when I come back, I'm going to introduce her. But callers, hang on. I'm coming back to you. I want you guys to close us out real strong. We're going to take a quick break. And when we return, I'm going to introduce my special guest. I'll be back in 2.2. Ladies and gentlemen, Zometheus Rising, the voice of reason, has returned to the Foxxhole. And I think that record answered all of our questions about tonight's topic. If you know who you are, mean what you say, you know what she's saying. A friend of mine is online with us right now. But before I introduce her, I'm going to say this. If you're in the Los Angeles area, my goodness, I'm talking to the Los Angelinos right now. We have a beautiful complex downtown Los Angeles, across the street from Staples Center. Club Nokia is about to host one of the most talented, one of the most creative, one of the most unique, passionate singers I have ever heard live or anywhere else. She's incredible. She's here with us right now. Friend of mine. Welcome, the incomparable, the beautiful, sexy, sultry, Lalah Hathaway. Talk to us, Lalah.
Hello, Joe. Thank you. That was rousing.
Hey, if I can rouse you, let's take it a little further. No, I'm just kidding. How you doing? You gonna be here tomorrow, right?
I am. I'm playing Club Nokia tomorrow night, along with Eric Roberson as a special guest, and we're going to have some other little surprises and things. I'm excited. I'm just running around these streets trying to get myself together.
Wow. Really quickly, let's just get to the business. Friday, tomorrow night, Club Nokia, right. Downtown Los Angeles, showtime, right. 8 p.m., doors open at 7 p.m. Get there early. Get there early. Right? Get there early. All ages, tickets are $25. Talk to me about this album, about this song. Tell me, because I talked to you personally about this record. It's an incredible record to me. Yeah. And I think it speaks to our topic tonight. Questions of black love, what's wrong with us, and, why are we judging each other. And I think those words in that song just speak to the problem. Talk to me about it.
It's the title track off of my record that came out in October. It's called Where It All Begins. And the song basically was really just echoing how I was feeling making the record. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to talk about or how I wanted to say what I was feeling. And then it just got down to, what's really real? What do I mean? Am I saying what I mean? Am I always meaning what I say? And so I just really was coming from a place of having a sort of quiet conversation with myself on that record.
And for those who don't know Lalah, she's really, really intelligent and introspective. So
She is?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't think I don't be peeping you from the side. It's all good. It's all good, Lalah.
I appreciate it.
But let me just say this.
I'm a student, for sure.
Let me just say this. Please talk to your fans and encourage them to come out and see you tomorrow night. Can you do that?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I have some of the best fans in the world. They really support me. I've been making records going on 23 years now. And folks always come out. They come out and they meet me. They meet my mom. I sign autographs and talk to people after every show. So I have a really good relationship with the people that know me. For those of you who don't know me, come out and check out the show and support live music and support soul music, because these stories are stories that we're going to tell our kids. We don't want soul music to be like something that disappears, like Farsi, and it's a funny thing to think about. But at some point, people paid to listen to Baroque music live. They don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? It went away.
Wow.
So we have to cherish the thing. We created that. That's a part, that music is a part of our genetic code. It is so deep in us that we know it without even knowing it. So support live music and support soul musicians.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate you coming on and sharing the time that you have, because I know you're very, very busy. And I thank you for coming on and sharing this. And I'm going to read it one more time. Thanks, Lalah. Lalah Hathaway,
Absolutely.
show.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Tomorrow night, Club No Key downtown. Of course. I'm about to ask your manager for a comp on the ticket hookup, but I will be there. Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll be there. Let me just say this again. Lalah Hathaway show tomorrow night, Club No Kia, Friday night, April 6th. Showtime, 8 p.m. Doors open at 7 p.m. Be there early. Tickets only $25.
That means $5 for a lot of people.
Exactly. $25 to $40. You get in, you get a great seat. All the seats in the Nokia is great. You're going to see her. She's going to kill. She's gorgeous. She's talented. She's great. And I just
You're so sweet, though.
Hey, it's all love. Just long as you get to share some of the love backstage. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, hon. Ladies and gentlemen, Zometheus Rise and Voice of Reason. Back to Open Line Thursdays. I need y'all to continue this topic. Let's get active. Who do we have? We've got a whole slate of callers right now. I'm just going to go to the first one I see. Todd, Chicago, wants to respond to the last caller. What do you have to say?
I'll make it quick. Normally when ladies say, love, honesty, guys can't pay that, that's usually coming from a lady who either has something really going on with her from being burned by men or whatever, or her weight and facial features aren't being carried well by her height.
Oh.
But anyway,
you saying a lady?
Let's be honest. Ladies, you know as well as I do. If you want that guy that tells you the honest truth, who treats you like a queen, you can have him. The thing is, he also don't come in that Benz truck. He comes in that Ford Focus. Now, if you're willing to deal with that Ford Focus, you can have exactly what you asked for.
So are you saying, Todd, hold on, Todd, are you saying women are more interested in status than they are interested in the character of a man?
Well, the way I was told, the word was called security.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days when we were cavemen, whoever had the better cave, that was the one that had the more choices of women. When we became farmers, whoever had the most goats had the better choice of women.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
And you're saying, although technology has exploded, we're still using those basic primitive rules. Is that what you're saying?
And if women can get men to swallow the idea that those rules don't apply, but they want the equal fitting, I got my own stuff, but, what are you bringing to the table? Let's be real.
Wow. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Hey, I got to go. Thanks for the call. George, Mississippi, your time to chime. 30 seconds or less.
Okay, thank you, man. Hey, y'all kind of threw me off for a minute, but I was referring to that Trayvon thing, man. And I simply wanted to just say, if this dude is not brought to justice, man, that's going to, give everybody a license to kill. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed over that thing.
Wow. Are you saying, hey, George, let me say this. Are you saying it's going to be worse than the Rodney King?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, like, it's going to make, I mean, because it's like with the law. You know, like with the law, people saying, like, it's like getting a man licensed to kill any black man just in a neighborhood, you know.
But you know what? Hey, thanks, George, for the call. I appreciate it. But you know what? I don't think it has to be like Rodney King. It could be the social version of Rodney King. Instead of, well, when I say the social version, I mean the social movement. Like, we could turn the million hoodie thing into this massive protest. We could do other ways to, use other ways to affect change. It doesn't always have to be through violence. It doesn't always have to be through we mad. You know what I'm saying? I think the brother's death would be in vain if we got violent. You know, I think the million hoodie march, you know, could be extended to where it ain't just Trayvon. It's whoever else gets killed like this. Like we said, this kid, Kendrec McDade out of Pasadena, who was shot and killed. He's 19 years old, shot and killed on March 24th. You know? I mean, we got to be able to say, for every situation that goes down like that, we ain't going to have it. And all we got to do is organize and be committed to staying with it. 855-369-9898. Let's keep going. Debo, Mass. Let's go.
So,
Debo.
Yeah, can you, hello?
I can, Debo. I thought, okay, Debo, let's go.
Okay, yeah, what's going on, Zo? Listen, I just want to chime in on the young lady when she said her price is love, honesty, and trust. I just want to take a little deeper. Everything is not monetary. Some people charge what God gave us. You know what I mean? What God gave us is those things that she's asking for. The monetary part is all about that surface stuff, like that brother was talking about she's probably ugly and she can't get the brother with the Benz, she got to get him with the Ford. Listen, man, there's beautiful people as well who want to be paid in what God gave us as currency, man, which is love, honesty, and trust. And the ones who don't use that, you know, are the ones who end up right where that brother was talking about. Confused.
Hey, and that's a great point, Debo. Thanks for the call. But again, we live in a culture that's a capitalist society, a capitalist culture, and everything is predicated on material gain, even our relationships. I just alluded to a sociological tool that is called, in sociology, is called the equity theory. What I bring to the table has to be equally matched by what you bring to the table. But guess who created the equity theory? An economist. He created a theory for relationships. It was adapted into relationship teaching, equity theory. You know, again, love in our society is rare as hell because we don't understand it. And it doesn't operate by the rules of an economy. I've heard women say love ain't enough. Call me right now at 855-369-9898 if I'm lying. If I'm lying, tell me you ain't heard love ain't enough. Phone lines is open. Love ain't enough. Love should be the glue of your relationship. Love should get you through strife, struggle, all of that. Brokenness, sickness and health. Nah, hell nah. We broke. I'm through with you. Your career ain't progressing. Come on now. That ain't love. That's climbing the social ladder with your partner. Now, which one do you want? Love or stability? Somebody call me right now, 855-369-9898. Lafayette, California. You're in the building.
Hey, how's it going there?
What's happening?
All right, I've been listening to your show, and I just want to share some light to everybody. What we missing here, we need to go back to the biblical days, you know. We got 10 commandments, and God said that the greatest commandment of all is love. So what we need to do is really bring back you know, ladies, men, all colors. You know, I'm a 45-year-old black man, and I've been through it. I've been through the ringer. You know, so what we need to do is just bring back love and sit down and have dinner at the table. You know, do special things for the women as far as like a dinner night. You know, every Tuesday, movie night, what have you. Sit down and have discussions with your families, and this is the thing that keeps a family together, relationships together, and hold them together. And hey, like I said, the greatest of them is love. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hey, I appreciate it, Lafayette. I got to roll. We got girls on the line. Bree from Georgia, I got to talk to you. You got 30 seconds. What's happening?
Hey, first of all, love is not enough. The first time you fall in love, yeah, it's all about the love. But after that, I'm not like a gold digger or nothing like that, but, love don't pay the bills. And, so you got to find somebody that can give you a combination of both, give you a nice, good life, respectful, treat you like a queen, and also have a little cha-ching on the side.
Wow. Thanks for the call, Bree. Appreciate it.
Okay.
TZ, female, New Orleans. 30 seconds, TZ.
For Bree, I mean, I'll compare it to a person that works out. If you work out, in turn, you're going to be attracted to someone else that works out. So if you're a person that wants things and you go out and get those things, you want somebody to be able attracted to someone that actually do the same thing, that can bring that same thing to the table. And it's basically what type of person you are, who you're actually expecting that person to be, who's coming into your life. It's not just about love. I agree. It's not about love.
Wow. The ladies are... Hey, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. The ladies are teaching us what they really care about. This is a sad society. I'm sorry. This is terrible. Sheila, New York, female, talk to us.
Okay, I believe in love. And I believe in sticking by your man.
But
to a certain degree. Because you can't allow a man to drag you. You understand?
And I'm in the car with my wife right now. We married.
Go deeper. Let's go.
We married. And I believe in love too. But, to a certain degree. When enough is enough, man, you got to go.
Wow.
You can't, love is great, right? But love ain't gonna pay the bills. I agree with what you said, the money and all that, right? But when you love each other, you're gonna do bad together as long as you're treating one another right. But if there's foul stuff going on, I got to go. Me and my wife talk about this all the time. We have an open relationship.
You don't have no open relationship.
Y'all gonna get into a fight on the radio? She said we ain't got no open relationship,
Not open sexually seeing other people. My wife probably got it twisted. I'm talking about communication.
Okay, clean it up, because it was about to go bad in the car.
I believe in sticking with your man, but I am not allowing a man to drag me down. I don't care what color he is, black, blue, or green. Now, I love my black men, but I'm not allowing no man to drag me down.
That's why I treat my wife like the Nubian queen that she is.
Yeah, that's right. Fix it up, because it was about to go bad. Hey, I appreciate the call, Sheila. Thank you from New York. Oh, my goodness. Let's keep going. Richard, California, 30 seconds.
Good evening. Look, first of all, we all must understand that love is a verb. It's an action word. And we also must understand that when we meet an individual, we meet a woman, and we have that passionate groove from early in the relationship. It's built on intimacy. But then when you and that girl decide you want to go out and get an apartment together, you're building on trust. You're building on everyone keeping their commitment. Those are verbs. These are the fruits of love. And as you and that individual grow together, the woman keeps her word. The man keeps her word. Everybody honors what's created out of that relationship, being children, financial responsibilities they've created together. It's an intimate relationship. Intimate relationship.
Right.
And we must grow and understand that we have to let it grow and grab it, and we can have success. Love is doable and it's possible. I've got 20 years under my belt and 4 beautiful children.
Wow. Hey, listen, let me just do this really quickly. I got to wrap it right now. This was an incredible show, but I'm urging all my Angelinos, get out to Club Nokia tomorrow, Friday night. Lalah Hathaway will be performing live. Club Nokia, right across the street from the Staples Center where the world champion Lakers play. I'm going to call them the world champions because it's 16 titles. Don't front on us. 8 p.m. She'll be there. Doors open at 7 p.m. Get there. All my Los Angelinos. I'll be there. It's going to be a great show. But let me just do this. Let me give you my final thought on this thing. Don't you know that the frontal lobe of our brains is the newest part of our brain? It's the youngest part of our brain. Okay? The frontal lobe is where our emotions are. It's where our creativity is, and it's where love and all of that kind of stuff is really appreciated. Most of us are still functioning in the old reptilian form of the brain, and that's pleasure, sex, security, you know. So it's really difficult for us to grasp what love is. We're so hypocritical. We'll say love is synonymous with God, but then at the same time, we'll say love ain't enough for our relationships. Nobody ever said love is supposed to pay the bills. Who came up with love can't pay the bills? If anybody sits around under a tree thinking that love is going to pay their bills, they're absolutely ignorant. But what love is a type of lubricant that smooths you through the difficulty that is inherent in relationship. If you don't have love, you're not going to be able to persevere the challenges that you go through. Money don't help you persevere. There's a lot of rich married people that are miserable. They got all the resources, got all the finances, got all the everything, necessities and everything, but can't stand each other because there's no real love. I'm just saying. You don't believe me? Call me, 855-369-9898. Email me, zoe@SiriusXM.com. Follow me on Twitter, @ZoWilliams. Go to www.ZoWilliams.com. Comment. Tonight's show was incredible. We got, over 80 callers through? Something crazy. You know how we do on this show. It's crazy. I'll be back next week with another barn burner. I'm trying to get somebody major. We're working on a heavy hitter, 2 heavy hitters next week. So I appreciate everybody who called in. Thanks for doing it. ZoWilliams, Voice of Reason, about to sign off. See you next week. Pieces.